Hi guys, so this is video reflection for November 17th. Surprisingly, you're going to be wondering, well, Jesper's filming it in the morning. What happened? Well, yesterday I actually did film one. It's 4 minutes long, and it's full of me babbling about League of Legends because I was in the middle of a game. I'm not too proud of that video reflection, and yesterday was pretty important too, so I'd like to share a couple of bits of insight and updates in my life, personal life, and test prep. So let's start with a couple of updates. Firstly, I was reading this one book. It's called The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey. It's a great book. I'm halfway through it, as you can see. I'm still reading it, but this is, as you can probably tell from the title, it's nonfiction, and it's great, but it's a very densely packed book, meaning there are numerous life lessons and very important life lessons to be learned from reading this one book. However, it's not something that you can just, well, for me, I think it's personally a bit of a waste if you're not going to read it twice, to just read it in passing. So I like to read one page, so like one side, and then do highlights and take notes, because even in that one page there are a lot of important information. There is a lot of important information. So when I do focused reading, no problem, I can just read this. But when I'm just reading in passing, or just reading for fun, or just, maybe doing 10 minutes of reading during my spare time, this just feels a bit too heavy a book. And I also have to practice reading fiction for AP English Lit. So I've picked up another fiction book. This is one of the great classics, The Great Gatsby by Scott Fitzgerald. Now, I'm about 1/10 into the book, as you can see. It's pretty fun. It feels like reading a webcomic. That doesn't make any sense, but I read this way faster than I read Stephen Covey's book. So that's the first update. Thankfully I know where that bookmark fell out of. Or not. Okay, where did... Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure it fell out here. Anyway, so I know... So we're reading 2 books now instead of 1. That's the first update. Both are great books. After I finish this one, I'm going to move to Jane Eyre by Emily Bronte, and then Moby Dick, and then Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte also. After I finish 7... Guys, come on. I'm going to explain why that happens. But after I finish the 7 Habits, I'm going to move on to any other New York Times bestseller. Yes. But for now, that's basically the update on books I'm reading. Moving on to my desk updates, there's 2 updates. Firstly, this thing. It's a little mini tray that I use to put all of my little items into. This is my box of magnesium flints, Eclipse pills for when I have to go outside quickly but I haven't brushed my teeth. I'm sorry to tell you that, but that sometimes happens. I brush my teeth daily and on a regular basis. My check card, actually my parents' check card. Lip balm, this has been a lifesaver during during autumn time. SD card reader. So yeah, and then also I'm probably going to put this in here as well, if it fits. So that's update number 1. Update number 2 is this little extension guy. It's a very small extension, but incredibly powerful. It looks like this. And as you can see from the design, this is a desk extension that you can see if you go to my channel and go see my project log playlist. 3D printed comfort project playlist. But this is a desk extension that attaches to my desk, and then this has a And then this has a opening right there, a cutout right there, where it just fits in. Now, did it fit in that perfectly from the get-go? No. If you examine closely, it's a bit burnt and warped. The reason for that is I burned it with a lighter because it wouldn't. Its maw was too small, but now it fits perfectly. And basically what you do is you can hang tape on it. Like that. And it won't fall. See? So that's pretty neat. Let me just attach this back to my desk. Actually, you know what? We'll continue with our video reflection. Now, I don't know if I've shared to you my calendar, but for a sneak peek, this is what it looks like. It's pretty packed. The rule from now on is very simple. We're going so firstly, I'm acting to remove any unneeded or unnecessary or just over-the-top regulations for me and my personal life. You can watch YouTube, you can play games, you can play video games. I don't care, okay? You can do whatever you want, Jasper. But the catch is this. I'm going to give you, me actually. So Jasper, if you're listening to this is the catch. There are a couple of, not schedules, but activities that I've planned out for the day. These activities are very important. Yes, so these activities are very important. They're like reading, studying for the SAT, working out, doing face-off practice. So those are the activities that I'm setting here, and I've allocated time for you to complete those activities, okay? So basically the gist is simple. You can do whatever you want in the time in between. You can have lunch, and then you can go play a game of League of Legends. You can have supper, go play League of Legends. You can watch YouTube videos. You can watch Arcane. Whatever you want to do, you can do in the time that's not allocated for those activities. So yeah, that's completely up to you. But you should also do like minor things or minor chores in that spare time, probably, right? But during the time that I've allocated for you to study, work out, or read, you're not going to do any of that. You're not even going to touch your phone. We're going to power our phone off. Well, I mean, unless we're doing workouts, because I need to listen to music. Music is my life. But unless it's something like that, we're going to do none of that. So that's basically the gist. It's very simple. Yeah, that's how it works. Anyway, that's going to be it for today. And I'm going to see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.